My best friend dared me to spend one night in the abandoned house at the end of our street. He said no one had lasted more than an hour. I laughed until I heard the whispers.
You're not chickening out, are you?
The door creaked open on its own. Inside, the air smelled like rotting meat.
I'm not scared, but if I die, I'm haunting your stupid ass first.
The second I stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind me.
You shouldn't be here.
Her voice came from right behind me, but when I turned, nothing.
Who the hell was that?
My phone flashlight flickered. In the dim light, I saw words scratched into the wall.
He lied. Hear the 7th.
The floorboards groaned. Something was crawling toward me in the dark.
What the hell is that?
The whispers grew louder, hundreds of them, all saying the same thing.
Run.
I bolted for the door. It wouldn't budge. Behind me, the crawling thing laughed.
This isn't fun anymore.
The wall started bleeding. The whispers became screams.
It was too late.
The thing grabbed my ankle. Its fingers were ice cold.
Let go of me.
The last thing I saw before the lights went out was my best friend's face in the window, smiling.
You set me up.
The whispers swallowed my screams, and then silence.
You're away.
She stood in the corner, watching me. Her eyes were black, not dark, just empty.
What did you do to me?
Nothing yet.
The room smelled like burning hair. The walls pulsed like they were breathing.
Where's my friend?
He never left.
A shadow moved behind her. It had too many arms.
That's not him.
It is now.
The thing that used to be my best friend stepped forward. His mouth stretched too wide when he spoke.
You should have run faster.
The floor cracked open. Hands, dozens of them, reached up, grabbing at my legs.
They've been waiting for you.
The whispers started again, louder, closer.
Let me go.
The hands pulled harder. My best friend laughed as I slipped deeper.
You're the 7th.
The last thing I heard before the darkness took me was my own voice, joining the screams.
Where am I?
No answer, just the sound of dripping water. Then
You're in the in-between.
her voice came from everywhere at once. The darkness shifted, and I saw them. Hundreds of faces pressed against nothing, mouths open in silent screams.
What the hell is this?
The others who didn't run fast enough.
Something brushed my shoulder. I spun around.
Who's there?
My own reflection stared back at me, except its eyes were wrong. Black, hungry.
Almost time.
The reflection's mouth moved when I didn't. The ground beneath me gave way again. This time I landed hard.
Ow. What now?
I was back in the house, but different. Older, decayed, and sitting at the kitchen table
You're late.
was the woman from before. Only now, her skin sagged like melted wax.
Let me out of here.
Oh, you'll be fine.
She pointed behind me. The front door stood open. Moonlight poured in. Too bright, too white.
That's a trick.
Everything here.
The door creaked. Something stood in the light. Tall, thin, smiling.
No. Nope.
It stepped forward. The door slammed shut.
Too late.
The last thing I saw was my reflection in its teeth.
Hello? Is anyone here?
The walls breathed in. The floorboard sighed. I shouldn't have answered the door at 3 a.m. But when I heard my dead wife's voice whispering my name from the other side, I had to.
Sarah, is that you?
Open the door, baby. I'm so cold.
Her voice was exactly how I remembered it. Soft, sweet. But Sarah had been buried 6 months ago.
This isn't funny. Who the hell is out there?
You left me alone in the dark. Now I'm back, and I brought friends.
That's when the knocking started, not on the door, on the windows. All of them, at once.
Let us in, brother. We just want to talk.
The voice was mine, but I wasn't outside. I was standing right here.
What the hell is going on?
You know exactly what's happening. You shouldn't have dug up that box.
My blood turned to ice. The box. The one I found in the woods last week. The one with the bones inside.
I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
Liar, you heard us calling. You ignored us. Now we're here.
The doorknob began to turn. By itself.
Too late to run, too late to hide. We're already inside.
The lights flickered. Shadows moved where no one stood. And then I saw them. In the mirror behind me. Smiling.
Miss us?
Well, that's when the screaming started. And it wasn't just mine.
What do you want from me?
You took something that wasn't yours. Now we take something of yours.
The air turned thick, like breathing through wet cloth. My reflection in the mirror blinked. But I didn't.
You should have listened to the warnings, the whispers in the trees, the hands in the dark.
There were no hands.
Something grabbed my ankle. Cold, brittle. Fingers.
Hands. Yes, there were.
As I kicked free, stumbling back. The floorboards creaked under me. Then, under something else. Something moving.
Front.
I bolted for the stairs. Behind me, the sound of cracking bones. Wet footsteps. Laughter.
Faster.
I hit the second floor, slammed the bedroom door shut. My breath came in ragged gasps. Then, a knock.
You can't hide in your own head forever.
The door handle rattled, the wood groaned, and from the closet, a whisper.
We've been here the whole time.
The closet door creaked open. Inside, nothing but darkness, and two glowing eyes, staring, smiling.
No, no, no.
Too late.
The bedroom door burst open, the closet yawned wide, and the last thing I heard was my own voice, whispering from the dark.
Welcome home.
Wake up.
My eyes snapped open. I was in my bed. Morning light streamed through the window. My heart pounded. A dream?
I had to be, right?
That's when I saw it. A single muddy footprint on the floor, leading from the closet to my bed.
Not a dream, never a dream.
My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number.
You left the door open. We're inside now. All of us.
The house creaked. The air smelled like wet earth, and from downstairs,
Come down, sweetheart. Breakfast is ready.
I knew that voice. My mother. She died when I was 12.
No, 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 no.
The bedroom door swung open on its own. The hallway stretched longer than it should, and at the end,
Don't keep us waiting.
something moved in the shadows. Something with too many teeth.
We're so hungry.
That's it. Come closer.
At the bottom of the stairs, the shadows pooled together. Shapes formed. Faces I knew, faces I'd buried.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
True. No more lies.
Their hands reached for me. cold, gentle. The darkness wrapped around my wrists like a lover's embrace.
Rest now.
And as the last light faded, I realized I wasn't afraid anymore. The house sighed, the door closed, and somewhere far away, a phone rang in an empty room.